Sina says she moved on so quickly. It's been several months. Will I have met several? Well, I have met several girls since March, but she's always in my brain. Yeah, okay, but just because something is in your brain, that's not an evidence that she's the right person for you. Lots of things in our brain. Some of us have shit in our brain. Does that mean that's good for us? No. Yeah, we have, we have thoughts about so many things in our brain, but thinking about something or desiring something doesn't mean that because you desire is also good for you. You know, I could desire, I don't know, too much sweet. That doesn't mean it's good for me. It's actually maybe not good, especially at this age. So, and if you desire a certain woman, well, desire is not an evidence of the proper match. You may desire lots of things. You may desire a woman that is walking out there, but you have no idea who that person is that you desire. You desire based on your program. If you're a heterosexual male, you're programmed for procreation. You're programmed to love women. So you desire intimacy. So you desire women. But that is the physical aesthetics and how you're programmed. That's why your interest is there to that woman. But you don't know that woman to actually think she's good for you or matched to your mentality, or you guys can bond on consciousness level. So none of that is known. So desiring something is based on your interest and your programming in your gene. It has nothing to do with qualification of that person, which needs to be investigated and further seen and experienced to see if that person who is inside that physical entity that you seem to have interest in and infatuation about, is that actuality of that person when you get to know her also worthy of your attention or not. So when you have her in your mind, so what? Lots of other things in our mind, but you have to go beyond that. Take control and charge. Be the master of your desires, not the desire to be the master of you. So that when you desire something, say, oh, then that is, because I desire, then that must be the right girl. No, you desire because you are a heterosexual male, you desire women. But you gotta go further from it. Who is that woman? That's where the relationship takes place, and that's what you create relationship with who that person is. And then you decide if that's suitable or not. Sina says, how about a breakup that it was totally my fault? All right, you learn from it and you modify your behavior. How I can convince myself to move on? No need to convince. Face facts. You don't have to convince yourself. Face fact. What is the fact? The fact is she's not here anymore. She doesn't want to be with you. And you're a man. You can understand. You learned something from it. And you were the one who created that, you had a big part in creating that relationship with this woman, with the way you were. So you can create another one with another woman, minus the things that you don't think you should continue, and you modify your behavior or your attitude or however it was that you think it should have been modified, and then you'll have a wonderful relationship again. The world has not come to an end that, oh my goodness, the whole world was summed up in this woman. No, it can't be. She is also another human being, has the same needs and fears and so on. She's not an anomaly or the wise of the world that you just lost. It's just some woman that you had a relationship with and got to know her and got used to the certain activities with her, mechanical processes, and then through that certain routine order of life was created between the two of you, and now you're used to that order. Now that she's gone, the order, the way things were between you two, is broken in your life. And that is really creating that agitation and discomfort with you, not just the fact that she's not with you, because that can always be replaced. And then when you create new order with somebody else or in your own personal life, single life, you eventually will come up to certain mechanical processes during the day, certain things that you do, which create certain routine and certain order, and that will replace the old order with her that is kind of creating the turmoil in your system, and then you will settle down. Because the mind finds security in order, in the routine of things. Now that you don't have that routine, is broken up, your mind is unsettled. It's trying to find a place to settle, and it can't because the order is broken. So that's part of your agitation, and you have her in your mind because it was her that you had the order with, so you keep going into your mind. You think of her because your mind is trying to find security, and it doesn't have the order to find it, but it has that memory of the order and how the relationship was in your mind. So it goes in there. You keep thinking about her because indirectly your mind is trying, by thinking about her and the memory of how things were, to create that order and find security in it. So what you do, you focus on your life, you build your life and become a better person as you know how, and then meet other women and then try to get to know them and create a better relationship, which then you will find a new order with her, and your mind also will find security in that new order, and everything will be hunky-dory. But don't think just because you're agitated it means everything is gone upside down and the world, the gravity is gone and the stars are falling and everything. It's not like that. It's like if you get a flu and say, oh God, I got a flu, that means I won't be able to read, I won't be able to think anymore, and everything is gone, I forget all my experiences and I'm gonna die. No, it's a flu. You'll be okay. Same thing here. Just because it's in your mind doesn't mean anything. And says, convinced by why she moved on so quickly. Well, if she moved on so quickly, it's even more to your advantage. That means she really wasn't qualified to begin with. How could a woman or a man move on so quickly? That means they didn't have enough respect for that relationship, and they weren't the right match for you to begin with. But somehow, again, perhaps because of desire for intimacy and whatever you found desirable about her, you try to convince yourself that she's the right one. Because when you desire something, you also want it to be the right one. You make it to be the right one because you're desiring it. Not because it's the right one that you desire. It's because you desire, so you want to make it to be the right one. You convince yourself. Once you convince yourself, that's the end of it. You won't even qualify it. You don't even think about it. It's like religion. You believe in it. You don't qualify it. Why do I believe in it? Is there enough witness? What is it? Enough, whatever the word is. Evidence to it or not. So you don't question. Once something comes to be your belief, that's beyond reasoning anymore. You're not really pondering on it. Same thing. You desire, you think therefore she's qualified, and then you don't even seek into it to see if it's true or not. You just believe she's qualified and you become conditioned to that. And when somehow it breaks down, breaks up, she leaves or whatever happens, you think someone who was qualified broke up with you. But if you look deeper, you'll see, well, obviously she wasn't qualified, because no matter what, if someone moves on that quickly, that means she has been preparing that long before and has been probably getting to know someone while she hadn't broken up. Or if she just broken up, went on with somebody else right away, that means obviously she's not of the accountable caliber, and you shouldn't lose sleep on her. I hope that helps you out.